What's up, guys? 100 days of no release for me, and obviously I made that video a couple days ago, but today is the actual 100th day, and the lack of videos I've put out, I thought I'd come and make another video, because I do like make videos, but you know, sometimes you need to be in the mood and have a reason to make a video. So 100 days, man. 100 days is just lovely. Like, the benefits that I've received by going 100 days has been good for me, I have to say. I mean, thinking back to the previous way I was living, it's just almost comparable to living like a drug addict, always seeking that thrill. I mean, now I feel like I'm more in control of aspects of my life. You know, I've got more discipline. Obviously, I've lost weight as well, thanks to this. So all round, it's worth doing. I feel like it's worth the sacrifice. And I sort of feel like I've got my sexuality back as well. You know, I feel like you get when you're constantly watching porn and masturbating and things like that, I feel like you just become a B-tech version of yourself. I mean, you don't really have a sex drive. That's just the addiction that's taken a hold of you. The way your mind gets rewired into that way. Now it just sort of feels like you have that burning desire. You know, that higher sex appeal. Those of you on Semen Retention know what I'm sort of talking about here. But I'm just thankful that I've come across this way of living, because, you know, for the longest time we're led to believe that sex, sex, masturbation, busting nuts all the time is healthy and we must do it daily. And growing up, you know no better. I mean, especially when you discover it, you're like, wow, this is fun. And your mind just gets led astray and you get led down into that path. But then one day it comes to you and you're like, damn, now's the time for me to retain and move forward with my life. So, you younger guys out there who have discovered this and who are practicing this, man, well done to yous, because a lot of us went through the younger years thinking we were doing the right thing, being led astray, but now we are on the right path, I guess. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's times we have urges, there's times you feel like you want to have sex and things like this, but man, after all, you know, you can't deny yourself that. I mean, I'm not out here claiming to be an asexual, living like an asexual. At the same time, I don't want to just cheaply give away or masturbate. I mean, there's no point in slipping back into that lifestyle and routine. I mean, that's just so when you're in that lifestyle and routine and mode, instantly you just become a shell of yourself. It's almost like you've completed life, and now you're just living that routine out daily, just chasing that thrill and pleasure. If you want to be a real man or woman at life, semen retention is the answer. Once you get semen retention in check, you're going to start getting other things in check: your diet, your lifestyle, your habits, the people you're around. Yeah, at this moment in time, I feel like a lot of people realise the change in me. Like, I'm not tolerating no one's BS no more, and I'm not making time for no low level people out here. I mean, don't get me wrong, the people I was surrounding myself around before, I felt like I was on the level, I was doing the same stupid things they were doing. And now, like, just looking back, I feel like you people are not for me no more. You go and do what you want to do, and I want to be around winners. most like the people you're around. I mean, I never used to smoke. Well, I used to smoke previously, but I gave up for years. And then I was around a specific group of people. I started smoking. I started smoking weed again, and just everything just fell to pieces, man. Like, what is the point? I mean, I'm not a teenager anymore. Why do I want to live that lifestyle? I mean, shame on them. Shame on you for being a big man in age and still behaving like you're 16, 17, 18. I mean, that's not for me, man. I want to knuckle down, get myself fit, get myself in shape, get every aspect of my life in order, and progress in life. I don't want no holdbacks. I don't want to entertain silly conversations and silliness in general. I mean, I'm on a path of change at the moment due to this lifestyle that I've undertaken. I've always wanted to a good path in life, but I'm just gonna put my finger on what was holding me back, what was detrimental to me, and things like that. And I feel like I unlocked the answers as the years have gone by. I mean, thinking back to when I was PMOing every day, uh, I looked the state, I gained loads of weight, I was just laying around in bed watching Netflix all day, and I had no motivation to do nothing. Like, I was content with that lifestyle. Mentally and physically, I weren't feeling the best. So, you got to make a sacrifice and do the best, what's best for you. I mean, I can get through the days without masturbating easily now. Don't get me wrong, I do get urges and things like that. There has been times where I've seen things online, Instagram or whatever. Instagram's a big one, to be honest. You go on there and you see all sorts of softcore porn, or whatever you want to call it. And them sort of things can trigger you at times. You end up touching yourself and things like that, and then you start thinking, actually, what am I doing? Stop this, man. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on with this now. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm never gonna release again, but my intentions are to never relapse again. And a relapse for me is going back to that old lifestyle, them old habits. That is not what I want to end up as again. That's my biggest fear. Like, I just feel like I don't want to end up addicted and go down that path and just undo all the hard work that's been put in. But I mean, will a release happen? Yeah, at some point it probably will happen. But the main thing for me is to focus on now. Every day, do the best I can do for myself and crack on with it. So you guys out there who are chasing women, seeking female attraction, and your life is a shit show, then I feel like you need to get on to Semen Retention. And I guarantee that will turn you into a man, and you'll get your priorities in check, and you'll see things differently. Like, your mindset will be different. It may not happen the first week, the second week, the third week, but believe weeks after that, you come to your senses and you find that you want to just do better and better, and you want to improve your life, and you see what's important in life. And being an emotional wreck who has no control over their desires and who is constantly up in their pleasures and desires, you're going to realize that's not going to bring you long-term happiness. It really ain't. Like, obviously I know it's hard getting on a streak, but I mean, you just got to take a day at a time and crack on with it, because it will get easier for you to stay on, especially when you see the benefits and stuff like that, and you become less, like, your mind sort of changes up, and there's less of a connection from here to down here, and you don't have that constant urge to, you know what I'm saying, the addiction. I feel like the addiction slowly disappears. I mean, don't get me wrong, you have moments where you feel sexual, you have urges and stuff like that. You might touch here and there, but at the end of the day, you know that you don't want to relapse. You don't want to go back down that route. So I'll leave it at that, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.